fade. Run with me. Clouds go by and the sun is set high. And I believe you when you say that this is never gonna change. Say, would you like to spend your day with me always?
The rooster is calling. Every time he does that, I think he says, "Get to work! Get to work!" Hi. You heard me coming, did ya? My little shedding beast.
Hi,
This morning was super snowy, but now it's nice. So let's go play. Early this morning, it was snowing so much. Waiting so nicely. London, you had to interfere, did you? You're next, I promise. You are gonna need a halter upgrade soon. Missy, you're getting big. Okay, look at how tall they stand. Come back, Hudson. Look how tall you stand behind Mom compared to when we got them. Yeah, let's tell them the story, okay? You wait? Okay. So I actually didn't grow up with animals, and I didn't even have a dog till I was 12. And it wasn't really even my dog. But year after year, once I was with Philip, my love of animals absolutely grew, and I had no idea that it was going to be quite the obsession that it is today. But having animals has brought us absolutely so much happiness, and adding all the life to this homestead. I can't imagine what this space was like even a year ago when we didn't have all of the animals we've been adding to the homestead. Come on.
When I was a kid growing up, I had every animal imaginable, except for a monkey.
This morning weather didn't really cooperate with us. It was snowing pretty hard. Even though it wasn't really that cold out, it just wasn't really like go outside and build kind of weather. So we let the horses stay in for an extra hour or two this morning. And now that the weather's let up a little bit, we have building to do. Because you've been seeing us clear out that area for us to be able to build all of our coops. And we are going to be building coops, but there's something else that we need to have in that area before we can even move the animals over to the coops we're gonna be building. I'm starting building the coops this weekend for that space while Philip is doing more clearing. Lots more clearing to do. But today, we're gonna build something that we're gonna need in order to have the animals over on this area. Because we don't really have a spot to put all of these things that we need to care for the animals. In terms of clearing, this is kind of where we left off the other day. We have basically all of this kind of shrubbery, all the loose stuff to just clean up and get into the burn pile. I don't know if we're gonna keep some of those logs to be able to cut up some of the ones we're not using for posts for firewood. We probably will do that. We need to get this big, huge section out here. And we will be opening up this side a lot bigger, but that's the progress on the clearing for now. Of all of the four-wheelers we have, we use Chase's the most. And it's more of a utility quad. You can see this is the one that's covered in hay all the time. Honestly, if I would go back and buy our quads again, I would definitely stick with the Renegade 1000 we have, but rather than the quad that I have, I would have got an Outlander like Chase's. But this one is out of gas.
I love the Outlander, but I don't think I would trade my Renegade for the Outlander. My Renegade's like a rocket ship.
Mine is a 650. 570. This is a 650, but the Renegade's 1000. So I personally don't need the 1000. I need something more for utility like this one.
Everyone
so I might
needs 1,000. Are you kidding yourself? Everybody needs 1,000.
I will upgrade mine maybe to the Outlander one day. This is what we're going to be building today. Under here.
Constructing snow.
We're not building an igloo. We're not building a snow fort. Okay, so there's 3 boxes right there.
Box 2 for.
These got dropped off by the shipping company on a pouring rain day. And they just kind of dropped them off. And then we came out and saw them and they're like, we're already wet. And then that night it snowed like crazy. Is that it?
There's the 4th.
Good thing it's numbered or we would have been building with 3. Could have been an interesting looking building.
3-wall shed.
3-wall shed. If the snow would just go away, we'd be able to get a lot more done. Remember last week when I said how much I like getting snow every once in a while? Take that back. 4 of 4. A company called Costway, I will leave all the information in the description box, sent us this shed in hopes that we could make use of this on the homestead. And earlier, I think last week, I mentioned that I was going to use this as a garden shed over by where we're going to be building raised garden beds. But in true Elysia English fashion, I've changed my mind. And after thinking about it for the last week, I think I have a much better purpose for this shed, because we have a huge plan of what we want to build for our raised garden beds. This year, we're going to keep it really low key, but do a huge garden and then do a massive build we have an idea for next year, which means this year I'm not going to use the garden shed that much, but I am going to use it for something else. It was really nice of Costway to send us this gift for the homestead, and so I think it's going to be really fun to see what it looks like. And because it won't have a floor in it, we're going to build a platform. But first, because I don't think it'll be that heavy for us to lift at the end, we're going to build it. Then we'll know exactly how big or how tall we want our platform to be. So we're thinking that we will put this shed that we're going to be building here tucked into the trees, so we have easy access to get the materials we need to take into feeding and taking care of the flocks that will be back there. In addition to, at least for now till our horse barn is built, we'll be able to keep all of our horse feed and everything in there to feed our horses in the morning. I was going to ask you if you brought your knife.
Never leave home without it.
I actually do need to have one from my pocket in case I run into that bobcat.
I got this knife just before Chase was born.
Yeah, so Chase he turned 13 in the summer.
Yep.
So 13 years you've been carrying that around. Yeah. I want to see the color. I want to see the color. It's like a dark blue, gray, black, like the house. Mm-hmm. That's sweet. I think you can see the color more on the less shiny part that's underneath there. Does it come with hardware? And are the directions in English? So we're really hoping after opening 3 boxes that the hardware is in this final box.
Box 404.
Box 404.
404.
And
look
at
London's like, yeah, it's in box 404.
Yay, London!
London, we're building the shed, baby.
So look at the color. It matches our house perfectly. This shed was meant to be on our acreage. They're like, oh, we have the perfect shed to match their property.
Yeah, we want to give you a gift.
We literally couldn't have found a paint color to paint a shed to match as close as our house. This is perfect. And you know we like everything to be cohesive around here. Please be hardware. Please be hardware. Oh, hold on. I gotta get the paper. Ow! Hold on. We were polluting. One piece. Actually, those boxes were great. Look at everything in there was recyclable. Just wood and cardboard. Only one piece.
A protective
layer.
Yeah.
So I love that because, you know, we hate having all of the extra packaging that comes with things. You wouldn't have possibly believed how much packaging came with the things that we ordered when we first got here on the homestead. And being able to recycle it and take all the plastic to the landfill, it was terrible.
Saying, this company thought of everything.
They literally did think of everything.
They literally sent gloves because they knew my fingers were going to be cold. How are your fingers?
It's because the metal is sharp. Oh. I just said, be careful. This is metal. You don't want to cut yourself. So
they thought of me.
They thought of you being safe. Boy, Phil, I think this is the most safety protection wear you've worn all week.
Yeah, I know. I hear it in the comments. I'm not very safe, I know, but I haven't hurt myself yet. Wait. Some vents?
I think there's 2 vents on the top of the front and 2 vents at the back, which is great.
Ooh, a gift bag.
A gift bag?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we hit the hardware. Oh, my word.
It's okay. Don't get overwhelmed. There's just a million screws.
I'm just going to say, I can build cabinets from scratch, but give me a thing of directions to do it, and it will not turn out okay.
Upside down.
I'm so much better building when there's no directions.
You don't take direction well, eh?
I don't take direction well. Okay, I'm actually super impressed.
This is beautiful.
Everything looks so good.
Okay, so let's go find our first page. Holy mollies.
We're going to need a different bit for the drill because we did not bring out a Phillips. I brought out a Phillip, but not a Phillips.
Well, it came with a screwdriver. But
Oh, it came with everything.
I don't know if you want to be screwdrivering all of them in, but...
You missed my joke.
No, I get it, because I'm Phillip, the screwdriver. I'm kind of the screwdriver.
That's not what my joke was.
Oh. That's not the joke.
That wasn't the joke. The joke was not that you're my screwdriver. It was just that I brought a Phillip. I wasn't.
Okay, so I get Phillip and Phillips a tool and You'll get the job
That
done.
wasn't my joke either.
Oh.
It was just like,
What's
I
the
didn't
joke?
bring a Phillips bit out, but I brought a Phillip. Like, okay, direction page. Here you go, page 1.
Oh, jeez. Okay, this is just like Lego with the kids.
That they are way better at building than we are.
First, we need to make a 340 centimeter by 255 centimeter squared spot.
Got it. Check.
And check. We're doing it on a slope today. Oh my gosh.
So we will be building a platform for this because there's no base, I don't believe. But we want to just make sure that we build it, get it completely done. Then we'll know exactly how high or how exactly we want the dimensions to be for the base. It says this is 9x6 shed, but let's just say we build it and it just so happens to be a little tiny bit bigger and then the platforms for no reason.
I'm sure it is.
I don't think it's going to be that heavy to lift it onto a platform. I will go get a Phillips bit. How about we start with that?
Yeah, let's.
And I have a battery for the drill charging, like secondary battery.
Okay, I'm on to the first page.
Okay, you figure that out.
I already figured it out.
Oh, you did.
It's built in my mind already. Like, I don't even need these. But
Oh, I thought you were going to say you don't even need me. I was like, well, I will go make a cup of tea.
No, I don't even need. Okay, I need these and I need you.
Put that on the record.
So we have everything laid out right now. Everything is labeled really, really well. So I don't see it being a problem putting this together. It's actually the perfect color. So we're excited to get started. So let's start with step 1. Okay. So step 1, it says, Die grob weird in der Uteren Linken Ecke dieses
Babe.
niet
Babe,
etre.
Philip,
Yeah.
English.
What?
How would you like me to know what step I'm supposed to do first if you aren't reading it in English?
Oh, thank God. I thought it was just words I haven't learned yet.
Okay, let's try that again, honey.
Okay, the size is not shown in the lower left corner.
Oh,
of
there you
this
go.
Step. It is general installation. The step is required for any size purchase. Oh, okay.
There you go.
Oh,
You're on to
wow.
something now. I could teach you those other words later.
Thanks.
So each and every one of the pieces that we need is labeled. You can see there's actually letters and numbers on each of them. So it makes it really easy. And because obviously, for example, like all of these basically look the same, then you're not going to get confused. So the directions are pretty clear. And then it just shows you exactly what you need based on the item number, which makes it so much easier than trying to figure it out. I also like that it's not stickers and that it wasn't on the packaging of the materials, because then sometimes you remove the packaging to start building and you get confused as to what piece is what. So far, this has been super easy.
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
aside from
we
the
just
language
took 'em out of the
barrier.
box, hon. What do you mean so far? This is super easy.
Okay, well, we've opened boxes to build things before and been like, what on earth? We're just gonna build in this general area here. And once it's built, we can move it over closer to that side. But because we have the logs here right now, we're gonna get it kind of pieced together over here.
I'm looking at you. I'm trying to get your attention. Can I come close? I don't know how to play this. Our hands touch once or twice, feeling kind of hypnotized. I'm looking at you and I feel the tension. You know, this could be like heaven. I am right here, doing my best to make you feel like I do. And just for a second, you're looking at me, making me feel like maybe you want this too. Give me your attention. I'm trying to breathe, but the air feels just like water. You're making me weak now. What doesn't kill you makes you. Our hands touch once or twice. We should let them intertwine. I'm looking at you and I feel the tension. You know, this could be like heaven. I am right here, doing my best to make you feel like I do. And just for a second, you're looking at me, making me feel like maybe you want this too.
Currently, we're looking a little lopsided because we don't have all of the bracing on or all of the sidewalls, but we have our first wall up. And you can see it'll be all leveled out once we have our base built tomorrow where it can get lifted onto. But we have our fork runners up, we have our top and bottom rails on. We need to do all our cross rails and everything and get our sidewalls on, but we have run out of time today to be able to do the rest of that. So we'll have to start again first thing tomorrow. Have you ever been working on something in your house and just all of a sudden you feel like somebody's watching you or like eyes are on you?
What?
I was standing in the pantry room here. I've been using this counter space just to prep things for dinner that just stay plugged in.
Right.
It leaves counter space free in the kitchen all day to do other things throughout the day. Put the crock pot on, bread maker, you know, kind of use the toaster here. Easy, quick cleanup, whatever, right?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I'm like, something's watching me. Like,
what?
I'm literally just felt like I was facing this way, right? So I'm feeling something is weird. And it was later in the afternoon, like early evening, it gets dark here fast. So I'm like, weird. So I'm looking out the window. I got 2 windows here. I'm looking, I'm like, nothing. Philip and the boys are upstairs. I'm like, what in the world? Just had that weird feeling. 20 minutes later, I kid you not, 20 minutes, maybe 15.
Elysia told me, she's like, I felt like something was watching me. And so I was like, what the heck? So I came down to stir the stew because Elysia had a crock pot going and it was absolutely delicious. Not the story. I too felt like something was watching me. I turned around and there was a weasel. Not just any weasel, but the biggest weasel that I've seen yet. In the pantry, staring at me. I'm staring at him or her, and I'm going, what are you doing? And he must have been smelling the delicious crock pot because he came in, and I don't know how he came in because we blocked all the holes in this house, but it's an old house, so it could have came in
Our basement
anywhere.
is like the rock dirt.
Yeah, our basement is an unfinished basement, so anything can live down there. Bears, raccoons, people. We would never know.
Sasquatches.
Sasquatches. We would never know what is in the basement. So I set up a trap.
We don't get any mice. Like, we don't get anything. But
We don't get any mice because...
But we do get...
This is why we don't get mice. Look at them.
That is clearly a weasel, I would say twice the size of the other weasel that we had in the pantry.
Yeah. So if you want to catch a weasel and you want to catch them quick, give them some eggs.
Yeah, look at it.
They go for it every time.
Which is why we know for sure that he was coming in the pantry, because I have eggs that sit on this counter all the time. And now I'm wondering if I've been short any eggs. So now I have the little spiral thing all full, so I'll know if any are missing. But I'm guessing he came in to take some eggs from the pantry and then probably go back to the basement and out the house wherever he came in. But they are not friendly. Philip put just a little thing beside the cage, and he was not happy about that.
Now, they are the cutest predators going, though, but they are vicious, and they are not to be messed with. He is so cute, and I'm not going to kill him. I'm going to let him go again and see if he stays away for good this time. I'll go on a little adventure and take him into the back. And
he knows the eating's good in the English family pantry.
Yeah, if he comes back every winter, and he's like, oh, I know where I'm going to go get warm.
Well, here's the thing. It was warm the last couple of days, and we did see some outside. I know you saw in our video a couple weeks ago, there was one prancing behind us, behind the wood shelter. We did set a trap with that, and we never caught anything. A squirrel.
Yeah,
we caught a squirrel.
We caught a squirrel.
But we didn't catch a weasel.
A red squirrel.
You do not want one of these in your coop. They do disastrous things to your chicken coop. They do disastrous things if they get in your barns. So we will be making sure that all of our... Oh my word!
No way! He wanted
It was just close to him. Don't you dare let him open that front door.
Look at how inquisitive he is. He's like, what do you got? Is that a finger for me to eat?
Philip, do not let him out.
Oh, he's so vicious.
YouTube family. I am not afraid of any animals. Like, at all. I would go near absolutely any animal and be like, oh, let me pet you. I'm not afraid of predator animals. I'm not afraid of any of it. Cautious, smartly cautious, but not afraid at all. I do not like these, and I can tell you why. When I was a child, I used to go visit family members of ours, and they had pet ferrets. And we would go and hang out in this dungeony basement where they had a couch and a TV, and their ferrets roamed free in the basement. I didn't particularly like going to this house as it was as a kid, and I didn't have pets as a kid, so not really. So I was not really that comfortable around other animals, especially not something like a ferret. I was petrified of these ferrets, and they just gave me the heebie-jeebies. Like, I can think about those childhood memories come back to me as soon as I see anything that's like moves like a ferret. This to me is a ferret. It's the same creature in slightly different form, but it is the same. It moves the same. I can't deal with it. I could have a rat or a mouse or cockroaches, or I don't even know, all the gross things, spiders.
Oh my gosh, she's getting out.
You're not funny.
Oh, that was good.
You're not funny.
No, this isn't true. Yeah.
He just told me like a half an hour ago.
They can get out.
They definitely can get this thing open if
He'll
they want the
weasel
door.
his way out of
He will
there.
weasel his way out. And they can get into the smallest of spots. So that's why I jumped, because you tricked me.
Yeah.
I really don't like them.
No,
like,
it's
at
an
all.
authentic fear.
It's a legit childhood like trauma fear that I do not like ferrets. And so I would like the weasels to go. If you have any tips of making sure that you can keep them off of your property, feel free to let me know.
There's so many of them.
There's
I've seen
way
them.
too many. We've
I've
seen
seen them in the spring, the summer, the fall, and now the winter. We're in the perfect place for weasels to live.
They're not. They're like
They're so cute.
clean, and I get that you're like, oh, it's cute, but I just don't like the way they maneuver. I don't like the way that I know that their teeth are so bad and that they just are not kind to other creatures. I don't like that. So, buddy, you gotta go.
Oh, can we keep them?
No. You could literally bring home any other animal and I'd be like, sure. Not this guy.
What are we gonna do with you, bud?
You're gonna let him go. And not
We're gonna
here.
get you a bigger cage
you're
with
not.
a big rat wheel.
The weather has turned into a crazy snowstorm. We were hoping to get at least half of the shed built today. I think we're like 1/3 of the way done. I'm not even sure. Doesn't look like we have that many pieces left, but we do. We have a lot of building left to do on it, including making the platform. Our goal this weekend is to start our coops, get this shed completely built, build the platform, finish more clearing. Goodness knows what else the English family is gonna get up to. Hopefully taking this guy on an adventure to the far backwoods.
Yeah, we'll go on an adventure.
But basically we've been working on our daily videos, and in order for us to be able to have daily videos for you guys, we can only work till a certain time in the day where we get to editing and get our videos up in time for our viewers to watch them. So we've run out of time today, but we will be back tomorrow with more English family adventures.
Look at him. He's planning his escape.
Yeah, I know he is. Well, thank you for watching and for always cheering us on. We've been getting such amazing feedback from all of you about our content recently. Let us know, what are you really enjoying about our channel lately? We've been hearing so many amazing comments, and we listen and look at all the comments. We try to write back to as many as we possibly can. So if you have questions or you want to, address something that we're doing in the videos, leave it in the comments and we'll try to get back to you. I love you. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you on tomorrow's episode.
And we will see you.
Never. We're never going to see you again. You're going to go away, and you're never going to, and you're never going to come back.
He's like, no.
He is not nice.